Thank you for having me. So, you asked me to give you my weirdest case I ever had. Well, that's actually funny, because the weirdest case I ever had was maybe like a few weeks ago. And I called it the Ball Suspects. Ah, a police officer. Perfect. Please, do tell me, why was I even called here? Just go and look it for yourself. Oh, the humanity! Do you not see? There were balls in this yogurt that I was drinking! Oh my god! I have also found one hair from the balls, and that's why I'm sure there were balls in this yogurt. Oh my god! Great, we can track the DNA. Could you give me the hair, please? No, I threw it away because I hate hair. I burned it, I cut it, I threw it away, I gave it to the dog. I do not like balls. That's cool and all, sir, but you do notice that there is a dead body next to you, right? I'm afraid of that. No, that's a normal thing that happens to all of us. But when a death is not natural, well, that's where I come in. Sir, could you please leave the area so that I can investigate this place?
Maybe if you took off your glasses, you could see better.
Well, I mean, if it's going to make you more happy, then I guess I could. I guess. So you have searched the place for fingerprints, right?
Yes, we did.
So the murderer seems to be a well-organized one. Or a smart one. Okay. Well. Let's have a look at you. Seems the victim has a cut on his arm. But this cut shouldn't kill a man. He could have possibly died from a heart attack. But he was just scared. Interesting. It could be quite possible that our victim saw the murderer into the microwave while they were making whatever they were making. Don't make sense. Mr. Police Officer, could you please ask someone suspects if I could use their bathroom so that I could clean my hands? Why, they are pretty dirty after touching, the dead body. Alright, thank you. They seems to be empty. Mr. Policeman, could you bring one of the suspects here? Could you please tell me why the hand sanitizer thing is empty?
It's empty. That's quite a surprise. Jeremy usually loves to fill it up. He likes his hands clean, He doesn't like being dirty and all. That's a surprise, really. He also does have photographic memory or something. He's a pretty good guy.
That's quite interesting. So, this is the yogurt where the balls were in, supposedly. Well, bottoms up, I guess. Wait a second. This isn't yogurt at all. It's scum. What the fuck? So if this is scum, the murderer killed the victim, then somehow put his balls into the yogurt, which isn't even yogurt, it's his scum. So how the hell did he have time to do all that? Something tells me he came prepared, with an idea of how to do the crime. Alright. Hold on a second. Seems that our murderer isn't so clean after all. He missed a couple spots and cleaned the knife. Huh. Well, now we know what the weapon was. The police searched this place. They searched my ass. Alright. The lock on the door wasn't forced. So that indicates that either one, the murderer has the keys to the house, or is good at picklocking, or second, the murderer was in the house and he was never outside. The policeman, could you bring one of the suspects here, please? Telling me that you saw the dead body from here on the camera, right? Is that correct? Well, I was standing right here on this spot. Right here. Yeah, I saw the body on the camera and I rushed to the kitchen to try and save him, but it was too late. Stefan was already dead. It's a shame, I don't know how we didn't notice he was gone, making fucking dinner. We would have asked him to make us also. But I'm surprised we didn't. Please, could you show me the recording of it? Maybe there's the video of a killer doing the crime. Oh, I would if I could, but the PC's broken for some reason. It started acting up. I'll check it out myself. Maybe I can find a way to fix it. Alright, let's see here. It's not my first time fixing a computer. Well, almost every part is missing. That's interesting. Alright. So, let's reconstruct what happened. The murderer was coming for the victim from behind, but the victim saw him and punched him with his elbow. But it didn't stop him from cutting him. And the victim fell. And since there was no need for more stabbing, since the murderer probably does know the victim, he knew that the victim was afraid of blood. Case is basically like making a sandwich. You get all the pieces together, and when they combine, they make something beautiful. In other words, I combine all the evidence I have, and bada bing, bada boom, the case is solved. Now, when I solve the case, of course, I still think about it, maybe a few days, just to be sure that I got the right suspect. You know, because I'm not a perfect detective. It did happen to me that I fucked up a little bit, but I mean, I did correct myself very quickly, so yeah. Well, Mr. Roger, I do apologize for using your second house as an interrogation room, but we cannot bring you to the police department because of the virus, you know, the things. It's useless police. So anyway, indeed, please tell me, what were you doing at the time Stefan was murdered?
I was playing games with my friends. We were in the other room.
Mr. Roger, could you please tell me what happened to your eye?
Well, you know, it's quite a funny story. I'm a bit embarrassed by it, but I'll tell you. So, you know, I was brushing my teeth and all, but then all of a sudden I sneezed and my brush fell. And I tried to pick it up, but I hit myself under my eye on the sink. So yeah, that's what happened. Mr. Roger, I do not think you're being honest with me. Your hygiene is not very good. So I doubt you actually brush your teeth. Do please tell me the truth. Okay, fine. That's not what happened. The real story is a little bit more embarrassing. So I wasn't brushing my teeth. Yeah, you are right. I was about to, choke the chicken, as they say, and my napkin or whatever fell, and well, the other part is true. So yeah, that's how it happened. Very interesting, Mr. Roger. Thank you for your time. Ah, Mr. Jeremy. Hello. I'm here to ask you a couple of questions. I already apologized about using your second house to Roger, so, I hope he passed on the apology to you. So, Jeremy, could you please tell me what you were doing at the time of the murder? Well, I was playing games on a console with my friends in the other room. Alright, so you're telling me that you saw the body and the killer onto the camera, right? At least for a short while. I know you did. Okay, yes, I did see the murderer, but either the recording was late or the murderer was too fast. I don't know, I just walked in there and I was shocked for a few seconds from what I seen. So, So indeed, do. Please describe him for me. It would be a great help. I don't think I could. I have forgotten the look of the murderer, as I said, I was kind of shocked while that happened, so... Mr. Jeremy, I know you have a photographic memory, or whatever it's called. So I'm sure that you have not forgotten the face of the murderer, or at least how he looks like. And why are you afraid of describing the killer, Mr. Jeremy? Okay, fine. I'm afraid of the murderer, okay? I'm afraid that if I told you how he looks like, he could possibly, when you get him, he could possibly escape the prison and come to me because he knows that I told stuff about him. Oh, do not worry, Jeremy. I'm thinking of sending the murderer to the gallows. Let's be clear, alright? So you do not have to be scared of the murderer attacking you. Oh, well. That's good. Well, okay, he was bald. He was quite fatter. And that's honestly all I can tell you. And he wore a green shirt. But that's it I can tell you, really. Thank you for your time, Jeremy. Thank you for your time. So, Mr. Cameron, what were you doing at the time of the murder?
Well, I was playing what we were playing. I don't know, fucking Roblox or something. We were playing something on the computer, on the console. I don't remember honestly, but it was, something like that. Oh, but also, I'm not afraid that you will accuse me of murder because I know you're a pretty good detective, and I know that you will figure out who the real murderer is.
And why are you so sure?
I know you're a pretty good detective and all, so, you know.
So you're telling me that you do not know nothing about the murder, huh?
No, I really don't. I was probably asleep while it happened, so I really cannot tell you a lot. Actually, I cannot tell you nothing.
Alright. Thank you for your time. I think I know who the murderer is. I'm sorry to disturb you once more, but I need to tell you something. I think you are the murderer, Mr. Jeremy.
What makes you say that?
Why would I say that? Well, first of all, your hygiene is very good, and the killer did not leave any traces. The hand sanitizer was completely empty, so you used it after the murder to clean yourself and the knife, which you did mess up. Although there were no fingerprints on it, I can still tell that it is you. You could have not seen the stuff that you saw on the camera, because the monitor is not placed like that. There is no possible way that you've seen it from there. You were hit in the eye because Stefan saw you on the microwave and he tried to defend himself. So he punched you with his elbow. You also tried to play the victim a lot. Maybe you should have tried to turn it down a bit, you know, next time when you kill. The only question now is why would you do that, Mr. Jeremy? Why kill a man over some cum that you put in the balls?
You know what? I'll tell you why. I thought you were supposed to be a good detective, you know, but I'll tell you why. Why I killed him. Because he didn't like balls! He didn't like balls! And cum. I had to show him. I had to show him that cum and balls is something beautiful. I'll show everyone. I'll show everyone what cum and balls is. It's something.
Well, I think that does it, Mr. Jeremy. Thank you for your time. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this very interesting, well, let's call it a movie. If you didn't, well, that's alright too. I get it. It does suck, probably. But, what can I say except thank you for keeping me alive and keeping me posting until the fucking 1000 post. Did I ever think I'll get to 1000 posts? No, but you people kept me going. Although I don't have a lot of followers, I'm still thankful for them. For the ones that actually do react to my stories and all of that, thank you guys. Anyways, subscribe, or I'll find out where you live.
I've been running out of time, so I can see the sunlight of the sky. So hate the road in overdrive, baby. Maybe he was afraid. Maybe he was afraid of blood. Shit, kurac. Seems the victim has a cut on his wrist. I moved my hand. Oh, the victim is alive. Interesting. Woo! I got a cut. Ah! Oh. So Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? So Annie, are you okay? Will you tell us that you're okay? Ah, you fell at the window. Just took you like a window, Annie. So be your bomb. Neighbors was embarrassed. Neighbors was embarrassed, yo. Neighbors was embarrassed, yo. What? So you have searched the place for fingerprints, right? And you said... So you...
It's come. It's come, guys.
So this is cum. Mr. Police Officer. Well, that's great. Well, that's great. Could you mean it? Policeman, could you bring one of the Mr. Policeman, could you bring one of the suspects to the toilet? Jeremy. Right? Mr. Roger, could you please tell me... Mr. Roger, could you please tell me how you got this... Mr. Roger, could you please tell me what happened to your eye? Mr. Rogers, Mr. Roger, I do not think you are being honest with me. Your hygiene is not very good, and I doubt that you... Mr. Roger, I doubt your hygiene is very good, and Mr. Roger, your hygiene is not very good. Mr. Roger, I do not think you're being honest with me. Your hygiene is not very good, so I doubt you actually brush your teeth. Do, please tell me the truth. Do please tell me the truth. Very.